Shares of Tesla falling around 10% on Friday after the company announced it is cutting its full-time workforce by 7%. CEO Elon Musk said the company needs to lower costs while also increasing production on the Model 3. Jason, 2019, not off to a great start for Tesla.
No, and I mean, if you remember, SpaceX, too, is going to be cutting jobs as well. And I mean, it does stink for people losing their jobs. I mean, from a business perspective, this is a good thing, which is why I kind of thought the stock would be up on the news. I mean, it's always a coin flip, really.
Right.
But the market is selling the stock off on this news, which is a little interesting, I guess. But when it comes to Tesla, I mean, it is about figuring out ways to cut costs, ramp up production, and ultimately, this goes back to just coming up with cars that people not only want, but that people can afford. And it goes back to this debate I think we've been having probably the last 5 years around this, around these hallways, as to whether Tesla actually has pricing power or not. And it always struck me that they didn't. I mean, the cars were essentially built. They're very expensive. You have to offset some of that cost with tax credits and whatnot. And then to attract a bigger audience, they typically are not going to be paying up for premium automobiles. But I mean, in Musk's own words here in the email he sent, and I'll quote this. He said, "The need for a lower priced variance of Model 3 becomes even greater on July 1st when the U.S. tax credit again drops in half, making our car $1,875 more expensive, and again at the end of the year when it goes away entirely." So does Tesla have pricing power? I would say no. I think they're making the right call here in figuring out ways to whittle down costs because they are, I believe, stepping into a very challenging period ahead.
Just building on that silver lining, Jason, what Elon said in his email, which caught me, was that we are reducing headcount by 7%. We grew by 30% last year, which is more than we can support. So here's the thing we've been looking forward to from Elon Musk, which is to show that he can run this company as a CEO, as a real car company. I saw that in that letter, and that's what impressed me and gave me encouragement for Tesla shareholders and customers going forward.
I agree with that totally. I mean, he looks like a guy who is ready to run this business, not just offer up big old grandiose visions.
They're going to report earnings on February 5th, and he was pretty clear last year that when they reported a profit that we're going to be profitable every quarter. What do you think?
I tend to like to sort of under-promise and over-deliver, so I might have done it a little bit differently, but I guess time will tell.
He's one of those CEOs that will get it done, no matter whether they have to work double time, cut costs, whatever they have to do on either the top line or the expenses. If he said it, he's going to try to get it done.